I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Angel. I'm on to your game. Angel Reese done put up this cryptic tweet. Angel Reese put up this cryptic tweet. AR wings. Now, something tells me, hey, the girl do get deals. She do get sponsorships. This could be some Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings type deal. I don't know, but you knew what you was doing by putting AR wings. You knew you was going to be stirring the pot because everybody knows you quit on the Chicago Sky. That's right. She absolutely quit on the team, and she's trying to force her way out. She's trying to join PAIGE BUECKERS and the Dallas Wings. What is going on? This is the same hashtag that people were using earlier in the season when they were saying they wanted Angel Reese traded to the Dallas Wings. Is Angel trying to force her way out? Let's break it down. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. Let's go. We had the rebounding machine, the layup missing machine, Angel Reese, go on Twitter and post this. AR wings. Now. She knew this was gonna she knew this was gonna stir the pot. This was gonna cause somewhat of interest, and this would get conversation going. Okay. She knew that. So we're going to give her what she wants. We're going to talk about it over here. We are going to talk about it. Angel Reese, I believe, has played her very last game with the Chicago Sky. I do not believe that Angel Reese will put on a Chicago Sky uniform ever again. I think she will be moved in the offseason. I don't think they have much of a choice. With the way she went about things, just quitting and like she was supposed to be suspended for a half. Then when it was the second half and it was time for her to play, she said, no, I'm not going in. My back hurts. Then she just refused to play after that and stuck it to the organization. I think Angel Reese is 100% done with the Chicago Sky. She will not be putting on a Sky uniform ever again. I truly mean and believe that. I don't think Angel Reese puts on a Chicago Sky uniform again. Now, what makes sense? What makes sense for the Chicago Sky? I mean, for the Chicago Sky to receive for compensation, and what makes sense for the Dallas Wings to give up? The Dallas Wings are they're going to be drafting in the top 3, possibly the number 1 pick, possibly the number 2 pick. Is Angel Reese worth giving up the number 1 pick this year? Considering that I think the number 1 pick will probably be our fam, I personally would not give up our fam for Angel Reese. Now, if you fall to number 2 and our fam's gone, and you got to decide between a Lauren Betts and an Angel Reese, I would probably, if I'm the Dallas Wings and I have the number 2 pick, and it looked like it's going to be Lauren Betts, I would probably trade the number 2 pick for Angel Reese. And I just got to be honest. Angel Reese would be an asset to the Dallas Wings because this is a combo. Angel Reese, look, you are trying so hard to get next to somebody that can actually have you compete with Caitlin Clark because you've been getting dusted, dogged walk versus Caitlin Clark ever since y'all got in the league. Let's be clear here. Let's be clear. You've been getting dogged walk, blown out. Like, yeah, it's been bad. At this point, Angel Reese wants to be next to someone who can help her finally compete with Caitlin Clark. She's tired of getting embarrassed all of their games against each other on national TV, and everybody's watching her lose. And now that we know this is not a rivalry, it was a fake rivalry because she's just not good enough to be a rival of Caitlin Clark, and everybody sees it. Now it's time to find somebody who people say is good enough. People say PAIGE BUECKERS is good enough to be a rival of Caitlin Clark. So Angel Reese is going to try to get next to her. You know that. I do think the move makes sense for Dallas Wings. Angel Reese is an asset on the court. Rebounder, hustle. She played a lot better before she had a fake back injury. She played a lot better once those first ballot of all-stars came out, and then she turned up once she realized she wasn't going to make it. But if I'm the Dallas Wings and I don't get the number 1 pick and I get the number 2 or number 3 pick, I would 100% consider moving that pick for Angel Reese, especially if you get to keep Isaiah James and those other young players. And if it's just I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat, because you pair Paige Beckers, who is one of the top 3 shooting guards in the league. You pair her with Angel Reese, where Angel Reese is not the best player on the team, and it's not. You would then be joining Paige Beckers. It wouldn't be Angel Reese's team. She would be a role player, which she needs to be. You pair them together, and Isaiah James improves, or you spend all the money you have. You go try to get you an all-star wing player. You try to get you a legitimate point guard. I like JJ Quinterly, but I think she's more of an off-the-bench guard. I think you get you a legitimate veteran point guard and a legitimate wing. I think you are in business. Angel Reese with Lee Ureru, because Lee Ureru can step out and stand and be at the 3-point line, so the paint wouldn't be cluttered up for Angel Reese. So I think this would be a great move for the Dallas Wings, because I don't think anybody you draft is going to bring you the production that Angel Reese is going to bring you, especially within their first year. I think our fam is talented. She's going to need time, just like Dominique Malonga. You know what I mean? So to win, to compete, like, you can actually compete. You get Paige Beckers, you put Angel Reese on that team, you go get a legitimate point guard and a legitimate all-star level wing. You're in business to compete for a playoff spot. You're in business to actually compete for the back end of the playoffs. And who knows, everybody's a free agent this offseason. So there are going to be plenty of options. All you got to do, you guys have the money. All y'all got to do is pay it. All y'all got to do is pay it. Ryan Howard will be out there. Ryan Howard will be a free agent. Kayla McBride. Pretty much any and everybody. So yeah, you need to look to make moves at that wing spot. If you could bring in Angel Reese, I would consider moving that number 2 or number 3 pick. Because I don't think this 2026 draft is the strongest draft. To be honest with you, I don't think it's as good as the 2024 draft. I don't think it's as good as the 2025 draft. And I don't think it'll be as good as the 2027 draft. I think this 2026 draft will be one of the weaker classes. So I would make that move. Angel Reese, you trying to weasel your way to competition. You trying to make you are so thirsty to finally compete with Caitlin Clark. But it don't matter. You can go today. It don't matter. It don't matter. Because Caitlin Clark is coming with a vengeance next year, and she's going to destroy any and everything moving. Get down in the comments and let me know if you think the Dallas Wings should make this move for Angel Reese. Is she hinting toward trying to get to Dallas, or is this more about nothing? Get down in the comments, let me know. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel.